Welcome to another video. This video will be another reading vlog. I will be reading Iron Flame, as you can tell by the title. I'm very excited. I know I only read Fourth Wing in September, so it hasn't really been that long, but I still cannot stop thinking about like what else could happen in the series. So I will be starting that tonight. I haven't even started it yet. Today is Wednesday, November 8th. I'm not sure how long it'll take me to read this book because it's kind of long and like I work so much. I'm just not sure I'll have much time to dedicate to reading, but I'm gonna start it tonight and then we'll see how long it takes me. I plan to make this video spoiler free. So yeah, I did pre-order a copy of Iron Flame. I got it yesterday and it's slightly damaged, like nothing major. It's just like one of the pages. I don't have it with me right now. I'm gonna be reading it. Long story short, I'm gonna be reading it on my Kindle, but this is not the book, but like right here, like one of the pages, you can like see white. And then like on the back, there's like a scratch. I was thinking about trying to find a copy, like another copy to buy, even though like first editions are like sold out everywhere. But then I heard that like the black is like rubbing off on people's fingers. And I decided I'm just gonna read it on my Kindle. So I have it downloaded. I'm ready to start it. I'm so excited. It's almost 8 o'clock and I go to bed kind of early. So I only have like a little over an hour of reading tonight, but I'm ready to go. So let's just start reading. The dedication to all my fellow zebras, not all strength is physical. That's beautiful. It has a little like explanation of like how they break down like the squads and the wings, which like I read Fourth Wing twice, still could not keep it straight in my head. That's why I like don't like reading fantasy. Like whatever I end up like titling this video, it's gonna be something like how I don't read fantasy. I just like can't keep up with world building and I just don't like fantasy because I just feel like confused the whole time. Chapter 1, okay. Ah! Okay, I'm 7% in. I'm keeping this spoiler free, but I'm going to talk about one little scene. It's so vague. It's still spoiler free, I promise. So I was talking to my boyfriend about like what bookmark I should use for this book, like before I decided to read it on my Kindle. Hi, Saifa. And I was like, should I use my enemies to lovers bookmark or should I use my touch her and I'll kill you bookmark? And then I was like, no, I'll use enemies to lovers because like Xaden is a touch her and I'll kill you, but more accurately, he's gonna stand there and watch her kill you for touching her. Like Violet does not need a man to protect her. And like it's literally what I said. It's literally like he doesn't need to kill someone for touching her because she'll do it herself. It's literally what I said. And it's a scene coming true. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And I'm gonna go back to reading now with a little kitty cat on my chest. Okay, so just a little update. I'm stopping at chapter 8 and I'm 10% of the way through. How do I keep this vague? I think I'm starting to see what the college plot is going to be like in the book. The like other plot, I'm keeping so vague because this is the second book and I'm not spoiling the first one for anyone. The other plot, I'm not really sure like where that's going to go in this book yet, but I'm interested so far. It's really hard to give updates when you're trying to stay spoiler free, but I'm enjoying what I'm reading so far. I'm glad I'm reading it on my Kindle. It's just so much easier reading it on this than like the big fat book. I'm stopping there because I'm tired. I might read some more in bed after I get ready for bed, but I don't know. That's where I'm stopping at tonight, but 10% is a good starting place. Okay, bye until next time. Hi. I have a little reading update. Today is Friday, November 10th. I did not get much reading done last night because I was hanging out with my mom, and I haven't really done much reading today either because I'm hanging out with my mom again. This is my childhood bedroom. You can see the walls are blue and there's butterflies on the wall. But anyway, I did read some yesterday morning and last night and a little bit this morning. I'm now 20% into the book. I have an out of context quote that I would like to read. No, Violet, just you and me. Literally, I can't with these two. The like little bits and pieces of like romance we're getting. Okay, so like I said, I'm 20% of the way through. My thoughts so far are, this is so weird. This is gonna be such a weird comparison. But so like it's their second year at the college, and do you know what vibes I'm getting? It's reminding me of Grey's Anatomy. Oh my god, what's the name of the hospital back then? Seattle Grace. So it reminds me of when Seattle Grace got like new interns, and like Meredith Grey and Christina and all of them were second years, and they were like looking at the interns being all young and clueless. That's the vibes I'm getting of like Violet and Rhiannon like watching the people like cross the parapet and like do their first round matches and stuff. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. And that's such like a funny comparison to be like, yeah, this is reminding me of Grey's Anatomy, but that's where I'm at right now. I'm pleasantly surprised so far. I'm really enjoying it. I really don't read much fantasy. If we're talking about like I read fantasy like when I was like a teenager, I read some, but like if we're talking about like popular fantasy now, I've read like Shadowhunters and like Stephanie Garber, and like that's it. Like I haven't read any of the big series. I just don't read much fantasy. And I think a big part of it is the world building. Like I think I have a hard time getting into the world building and like understanding it. But I read Fourth Wing and I enjoyed it. And so now I'm like onto the second book, and I feel like I know the world and I know the characters. And so I'm able to just like enjoy the plot and like enjoy what they're going through now. And like I'm excited about what's coming next. And so I don't know, it's making me excited about fantasy. Who would have thought? So yeah, those are my thoughts right now. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. I would like to binge it. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I don't know if I'll have a chance to binge it, but I'm hoping I will have some time to read tomorrow. So yeah, that is my update for now. And I will update you again when I read some more and have something else to say. Okay. Hi, today is Sunday, November 12th, and I am 59% of the way through Iron Flame now. I read a large chunk this morning, and if you read the book, I got to the end of part 1, and there's so many things that happened where I wish I was filming my reaction, but I got out of bed at 7, and I put Bailey outside, I fed him, and then we immediately laid on the couch and I started reading, and I was just a mess. I looked atrocious, so I wasn't gonna get the camera out. And I just kept reading, and it just kept getting better and better. So I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what I can say that's not spoilers. I'm gonna look at the bookmarks I did to see if there's anything I can say from those. Can I look at what I highlighted? I don't even know. How can I look at my highlights? Why am I so bad at everything? Oh, here's one. Okay, there was definitely a bookmark I tried to add that did not add, because there was a scene before this thing that I highlighted that I was going to talk about. No, because I was gonna read a quote and now I can't find it. Okay, I found it. Okay, it's the 52% mark. And Xaden says, "There's nowhere in existence you could go that I wouldn't find you. Remember?" The callback, oh my god, this book. Officially adding the bookmark where I wanted it and didn't add it before. Oh my god, can you tell that I've only read 2 books on my Kindle and I don't know how to use it? Okay, I'm back to where I was. So yeah, I'm enjoying this book, and it's really hard talking about it and not spoiling anything. I don't know. It took a direction I wasn't really expecting. The end of part 1, I wasn't expecting where that went. So now it was the 50% mark, and I was okay, we still have half the book to go. Where is it going from here? And I have no predictions at all. I'm reading and I have no idea what's gonna happen. So I just want to sit here and read and not do anything else. But Oh, I have stuff to do, but all I want to do is read. I don't know. I need more books like this. I need more books that give me this feeling, because I'm like really enjoying this book. And I don't know, maybe I like fantasy more than I thought I did. So I need some recommendations that are going to give me this feeling, particularly the Xaden and Violet. I need more books like Xaden and Violet. So I'm going to read some more. Hi, today is Tuesday, November 14th. I am 85% of the way through Iron Flame. I have one quote to go over. So you know how each chapter has like a little excerpt of like whatever piece of literature from their world? And this book has like some like pretty lengthy ones, but chapter 54 just has, I'll say one thing for Dragonfire, it kills quickly. And that's the quote. It's a little foreboding. So hopefully I'm going to finish reading the book tonight since I have like 15% left. There was a big revelation this morning when I was reading before work, and then I had to put it down and go to work. And I thought about it literally all day long. So I'm really hoping to finish it tonight because I need to finish it. And Bailey is here licking my hand this whole time. And Lily is right here waiting for her turn. Okay, I'm literally just like staring at the ceiling. Like I'm like trying to go look at what people are saying online, and I just don't, like, I can't. Like I just need to stare off into space and not have any cohesive thoughts and just exist with the ending of that book. Because I don't know what's going to happen next. I have no, I mean, I need to think. Like, I need to think, and I can't think. All I can do is stare at the ceiling and have nothing going on in my head because I'm just like, what just happened? So there's that. I finished, and I can't give thoughts anytime. So I managed to avoid spoilers until now, though. So there's that. Okay, so today is Saturday, November 18th, and I honestly still don't know what I really think about Iron Flame. But I think I've collected myself enough to like talk about it because I just like want to finish this video. So I do have my physical copy here because like I said, I did get one. There's like the page where it's like messed up and then there's like a little scratch on the back. But it's really not that bad. And I've been like flipping through it to like see if I have any of the like physical damage that people are talking about. And I didn't see any. My maps are fine. I don't have any pages missing. I think I have the dragon on that one chapter that people are missing it on. So anyway, so I have the book. It's pretty. I'm still glad I read it on my Kindle. I enjoyed the book and I see the flaws people talk about and their complaints are valid, but I still like the book. And I don't know, like I didn't want to put it down. I was so enthralled by it. I have a bad habit of like picking my phone up all the time when I'm reading, but for this book, I was reading like hours at a time without looking at my phone. And that's significant for me. And this book made me want to read fantasy. Like it made me want to pick up fantasy books, which like I don't really like fantasy. It's not something I ever reach for. And that's a good book to me if it makes me feel those kinds of things. So like some people say that it was like slower than Fourth Wing, and I guess, but there was like so much more world building in this book and they were like establishing the rebellion. And I just feel like you had to have a lot of information dumping in this book in order to set up the rest of the books. And I feel like it was needed. Looking back, I'm like, yeah, I guess it was slower, but I didn't feel that while I was reading it. I was just like obsessed with it. Like I didn't want to put it down. Like I could not, I just wanted to read that book all the time. I just thought about it all day long until I could like get home from work and read it. So I think despite it having all that information dumping and being like slower, I didn't feel like it was slower to read. I was still interested in it. My biggest problem with this book was Xaden and Violet. Like their fighting got repetitive and their communication was annoying. So yeah, I see that flaw and I also agree it's a flaw. And it's what's like bumping down my star rating because I just felt like they were having the same fight over and over again and they just weren't communicating about it. And like I know like to have a series, like a long series like this is going to be, to introduce like the love interest in the first book, there's going to be things that happen to keep like tension and to have it be a plot. Like they can't just introduce the love interest and then happily ever after in the first book because it's like there's 4 more books. So like there needs to be some kind of conflict between them. But I don't know, the fighting was like annoying. Like at first it was like fine, but then it was just like over and over and repetitive. The ending, which I'm not talking about what the ending is, but I also think that ending goes along with what I said, that like to have him be the love interest from book 1, there has to be conflict. And I feel like the way the book ended sets up for some conflict. And that's all I'll say about the ending, other than I was speechless and I still don't know what it means. And I'm left with so many questions. I love the side characters in this book. I love seeing more of her friends and learning more about them. And I loved meeting some of the other characters that are part of the rebellion. Their names I won't name. And of course there are some characters that were introduced in this book that I like hated, and I won't name names, but if you've read it, you know which ones I'm talking about. Yeah, I really enjoyed this book and I want to learn more about the world, and just like I feel like there's like a lot of things that have been hinted at that I want to learn more about, especially with the dragons. So that's something that I'm like really looking forward to in the next couple books. I want a dragon. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say about it. I really enjoyed it. I see the flaws, but I still enjoyed it. I don't know. I think it was just real eye-opening for me how invested I could get into a fantasy book, and now I definitely want to read more. And so this was a success for me. I think I'm landing on a rating of 4.5 stars, which is the same rating I gave Fourth Wing, but I did feel differently about them. And it's not like I liked Iron Flame more than Fourth Wing, but I think I enjoy the process of reading it more. And I think that's just because I know about the world already and I know the characters already and I'm like invested in the characters. And so it was nice to just be put back into that world that the characters already know and just getting more of them. So I think that's why I enjoyed the process of reading Iron Flame more than Fourth Wing. But it's not like I liked the book better, if that makes sense. So they have the same rating and I did feel differently about them. But both books I liked so much, but there was just something about it that was like, not 5 stars. So that's where I'm at with my ratings. And I think that's all I have to say about Iron Flame. If I think anything else to say, I'll talk about it in my wrap up, but that's it for this vlog. I look forward to doing more reading vlogs in the future and I hope you'll watch those too. And yeah, bye. A vlog and Bailey is saying hello. Okay, come here. Oh, please no, like, no, Bailey. The camera will pick up your tongue. You can't lick. Dude, please, can you lick me later? And I wanted to like start it on camera. Cooper, can you not? Cooper, please lay down. Cooper, don't scratch that. Because just like cats, I hate. Dudes, please be quiet. Cooper. Oh my God. Okay, so you're not listening?
I will not listen.
Okay.
Go. I'm on my phone, dude.
Okay. Hi. No.
Did you record yet?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you're not there.
Lily's you.
Yeah, I love Lily.
Wait, so you don't love me?
No,
what does that mean?
Lily's a lovely.
No.
Okay. What is today? Tuesday, November 14th.
Something like that.
Okay.